Hey everybody, welcome back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Today we're coming at you with another pedal from my friends at This Heavy Earth. Shay's a smart dude. I mean, besides the fact he's an awesome guy, like that first. He's a genius, but he's just a good dude. Treats everybody awesome. And he also opted to help TDS Effects with getting our feet off the ground and helping us with getting our little ideas in our head down to a design. So if any of you played our pedals, you realize they're actually really good. And the reason why they are is probably because Shay took our dumb thoughts and made it work. So this should say a lot about this. This is the Abduction. All right? That is a compressor. The one you never thought you would need because I thought I'll never use a compressor. So we're at NAMM 2025 and I used it. And while I was there, ordered it. Yes, Shay is my friend. I do business with Shay, but this is a little tidbit for you guys that have friends doing stuff in the industry. Okay, give your friends some money. Okay, maybe you get a friend's discount, maybe you don't, but give them money. Stop jacking free shit. All right, now we got that out of there. My lovely opinions. All right, this is $200 when it's in stock as of today, which I think is either the 13th or the 14th. 13th. September 13th, 2025. It is out of stock. It goes really quick. Why? Because those who know. I really, honestly, thought I'd never want a compressor. But because of NAM, playing it, like I said, I had to immediately get one. And you got pretty simple stuff here that does things kind of what it says, but if you're like me and you're a little slow, maybe a little different. But because I kind of know a guy that designed one just like this, I asked him, picked his little brain. Actually, I didn't pick his brain. He dumped his brain out on me. But we digress. Or I digress. Yeah, so just don't. All right, so you have your comp knob. What that's going to do is going to give you from a very light compression to a very aggressive compression. So, and it has a big, wide spectrum too. It's not like a little one that you're playing around in. No, it's pretty girthy, and it doesn't compress the way that you think it's going to compress. That's the thing I'm most impressed by it. No matter what you set this thing on, except for maybe everything jacked to 1,000, is useful as hell. The level thing, honestly, I can't play with that thing cranked because it cripples my system. But I also have extremely high gain amps, so take that for what it's worth. Level, obviously, it explains what it's doing. It's an active volume control. It's going to boost your signal because when you compress, things are hence the by definition, right? So the level is going to kind of pick that volume back up so you can equalize it. So say you're only going to use it for solos, and you obviously if you have a solo setup, most people nowadays because they want to prove they're swanky, they're not using the same setting for solos as they would rhythm. So you turn around, you can turn it on and off, but that level makes it so when you turn it off, you're not like drowning people out, or you can give it that little bit of a boost for your solo and walk away from that pretty happy, right? The next one's the origin. Now, this is your clean input signal, the signal that's going into the pedal itself, okay? It's basically like a DI track, but it it helps you get that parallel blending effect from with your compressed signal. So you kind of find that it makes it so you can adjust it to the way you want instead of the way the knob says it has to be. Again, Shay's a smart guy. He just is. I'm gonna say that a ton of times because, well, Jay Sterner is a brilliant son of a bitch. All right, brilliant. I'll never understand why he rolls his pant legs up, but other than that, he's brilliant. Sorry, Shay, I had to say it. Oh, I gotta pick on you. You know I gotta. Better an asshole since the day you met me. All right, so then you have these two little, I call them dip pots because they're just like little nipples. You know, it's like the difference before pregnancy, after pregnancy. The difference in nipples, right? Before they get pregnant, they got nice little chiclets, nice firm chiclets, and they got big clam necks. You know, after they have a kid. Yeah, big nipples. All right, so your your gain is a gift because when you compress, sometimes, most of the time, you're gonna lose like a little bit of that aggressiveness that you have if you're playing high gain. This puts it back in. Pretty simple, right? It's just covering your reduction from compressing. Fucking stop. I made a post today. It was semi-political, so my phone's been stupid. Then you have the threshold. The threshold, super simple. This is how much of your ignorance do you want intensified? All right. So the best way, according to Shay, to do this, and he was right because I actually have mine jacked through the roof all the way on. So this is gonna take and put your input signal from all the way in and take it back, and the compressor will take over it. I personally like my guitar tone. I just want to like kind of knock off a couple of those little pesky things because I play a lot of really tight amps, like insanely tight. Matter of fact, today we're going to use the Lichlerm Audio Prometheus. And yes, I do honestly believe that is one of the best amps on the market today. Daniel doesn't pay me to say that. I played the prototype to it and I told him right to his face, like, I need one, like yesterday. Took a sweet ass time getting those out. Anyhow, yeah. So what we're gonna do, you heard it with it on. I'm not really going to do a lot with turning buttons because they don't do like massive things except for the level. The level will cripple everything. But we'll give it like a little bit of twist just to kind of show it. And yeah, I'm not going to worry so much about being out of frame with the guitar because that's just a fucking waste of time. So yeah, watch the Batman and I'll hook this up. Okay? You get the Batman, I do chores. I lose again. All right. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my fucking shitty channel, take a second and do it, please. I need subscribers so I can do more of this. Yeah, because I don't charge companies, but obviously, if you don't charge, they get really nervous, especially if you don't have a lot of interaction with your subscribers. And my views are way down. So if you're watching this, help a brother out, right? I could be your favorite fat guy on the internet. All right, to the Batman. Okay, so what we have here, simple setup. We have the Monkey House UFO guitar that is going into the Abduction Compressor, which is going into the Lichlerm audio, which the sound is being fed by my custom Arachnid cabs. Yeah. Caught by an SM57 today. All right. So this is the sound without the compressor engaged. Now well, it's just going to be on the setting that I had it on before. So here we go. Now I'm going to turn it back off, and I'm going to show you what I should have done in the first place is started with it like that, but I like to take the long way around apparently. Here we go. Alright, so now we'll play around with the settings just a little bit. We'll start with the compression. We're going to start with it all the way down and work our way up. Here we go. Next, we're going to do the level. We're going to do it again, all the way down, and then work our way up. Okay, next is going to be the origin, and just so you can tell, like from what I just did there, as it got fully cranked, you can tell it just kind of gets like a little, it's a little much. For me, it's a little much. All right, here we go. Here's the origin. All right, the next is the gain. All right, and lastly, the threshold. Da, 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 da. All right, here we go. So there you go. That is the Abduction. Great pedal. I love it. It'll be in my setup probably forever just because 9 out of 10 times it has a use. And yeah, pedals like that stick around. So again, you can go to thisheavyearth.com. $200. It's not in stock right now, but I believe he plans on building more. If he doesn't, and I just really tipped the apple cart, and I apologize, but I can't imagine that he wouldn't make more because the pedal's phenomenal. You know, it just, I have a feeling that if you get it, it's going to become part of your rig. But as always, do not listen to us dipshits on the internet. If you know somebody who has one and you can get to their place, try it. You have a buddy you can borrow it off from, borrow it. Or go to a trade show that he's at and try it. Because when you're buying something based on opinions by assholes on the internet, what's good for me might not be good for you. Matter of fact, I have way different hands than everybody else. One, they're fucking comically large. And two, I don't know. I just sound like me no matter what I plug into. So, yeah. Anyhow, very cool. Catch you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe if you would. And if you don't, well, I go to assholes already, so you know where I'm going with that. Alright, later, man.